Hi, let me now show you how to download, install and use Microsoft Visual Studio Community Edition 2017. This is a very powerful IDE for the Windows platform, and this is a popular one amongst the students and the community programmers. So I'll show you that how to download and install this powerful IDE for your Windows operating system. Just open your browser and use your favorite search engine. Type download Visual Studio Community Edition, press the return key. The first link will take you to the download page of the Visual Studio Community Edition. It's going to download a small file, that's the installer file first. So just download VS Community 2017, click on this button. It's going to start downloading that installer file, and it's going to be a fraction of a second. It may ask you for the email. You can give the email to the Microsoft. And as you can see that it's asking for the location. I have already created this folder VS 2017 and I'm saving that installer there within that folder. It's going to be a fraction of a second only. As I said, it's a very little small file. So I'm going to that folder. Now just right click on this installer and click on run as administrator. Just click on yes in the system dialog box. It will start extracting the required files and it will start the procedure for downloading the files further from the Microsoft repository servers. Just click on continue and allow it to do whatever it likes. Okay, here are the different components that we may add with the Visual Studio. Now, Universal Windows Platform Development, this is required. Just click on this, and here the desktop development with C++. Yes, I need that for my C++ development, so I'll check on this. If you don't need that, just check off. If you need to go on with the ASP.NET development, then you can just click on this. For our purpose, it's not required right now. Later on, you can add on these plugins as well. So if you want to have the Python development environment along with your Visual Studio, then you can just add this. As I said, later on, you can also add these plugins as well. So .NET desktop development, okay, I'll just add this for my purpose. So as you can see that the install size is 10.59 GB. It's quite large, right? So here we go. We can just go ahead and let me just see the other things there. We don't need these things. Okay, whatever we have selected are just fine. This is the location. You just need to check on the location. So I'm clicking on this install button right now, and it will start installing the Visual Studio in my system. And it's going to be quite a lengthy procedure depending upon your internet connection. So I'll pause the video. I'll get back to you once the download is completed. Okay, so it is now asking for the restart. So I'll just click on the restart button to reboot my system, and then I'll proceed with this tutorial. Okay, I have restarted my system and the Visual Studio installation procedure is complete now. So you can see it here. I'm just typing Visual Studio 2017. Here it is. You can see that. I already had that 2015 version installed in my system, and you can have both these versions 2015 and 17 side by side in your same machine. That's not going to create any problem. But if you want to install both of these versions, you need to install 2015 first, then you can install 2017. So I'm clicking on this 2017 version of Visual Studio. So it is starting right now. If you are starting it for the first time, it may ask you for the sign up option, and you can just create a Microsoft account and can click on that sign in. That's going to be a good idea because in that case, you'll get the latest newsletters and updates from the Microsoft. Okay, let me now show you how we can create a C++ project in this Visual Studio 2017. Just click on File, New, and Project. In this dialog box, you need to choose this Visual C++ on the left-hand pane. If you are interested of learning Visual C# or Visual Basic, then you can use these options as well. So we are interested of C++, so I'll choose this Visual C++, and on the right-hand side, we are interested of Win32 console application, so we'll choose this one. And then we need to provide a name for our project. I'll choose First App. Now you need to choose the location where this project is going to be saved in your hard drive. So you can just click on Browse and select the location. I'll choose the default one. That's actually this location under my user directory. under projects and CPP. This folder is going to be created under the CPP folder. Okay. So now after selecting the location, the appropriate one according to your wish, you just need to click on this OK. Now in this dialog box, just hit on next button, and here you need to select this empty project. Just click on this empty project. That's important. Okay. And then let the other options just as it is. Then just hit on finish. Your project is going to be created. So here it is. This is the Solution Explorer, where you are going to get all the details of your project enlisted here. And we do not have any source files right now. We have not added any C++ program with this project. So in order to do that, just right click on source files and click on add and click on new item. You need to add a file. That's the thing. So here you'll be given two options, C++ file and header file. Now we'll look into this header file later on. We'll choose C++ and then we need to give a name here for our file. That's main.cpp. You can give any name, but please remember that the extension has to be .cpp. And then click on add. Now see that this main file has been added. Now you need to write your code here. I'll just paste it because I already have written that. Now you don't need to bother about how this code works. That's a simple C++ program that's going to print hello world into the console. I'll explain this program entirely to you in the next section. Don't worry about that. Just let me show you how we can execute this program. In order to execute this program, we first need to compile this. Now, compilation means to convert or to translate this program to the operating system understandable format. Operating system that executes our program doesn't understand this C++ or the C++ source code. We need to translate this into the operating system understandable format, and that is what we call compilation. So here what you need to do in order to compile and run, you just need to click on this debug and you can just select start without debugging. That's going to compile and execute this program. You just click on this yes. That's going to build this. That means that's going to compile this and build the executable. And you'll see the details here on the output dialog at the bottom. So here is the output window, the console window. It has printed hello world. That's the purpose of the program. So you just can hit any key to close this console. So that's how you can create a project, C++ project, and can execute this C++ project. So in the next tutorial, I'll show you how we can execute C++ program in Xcode after downloading and installing Xcode in our Mac. So if you're using Mac, then the best IDE for writing C++ programs on Mac is Xcode. That's the best one. So I'll show you that in next tutorial. Thank you for listening.